Yes, and welcome to another volume of Tunes and the Talk, your intercommunal sound service. And this is a continuation from last week's program. And today, I am feeling blessed, I am feeling loved, I am feeling lifted, I am feeling gifted. That is what I'm transcending to you today. And I'm just going to share a little bit of the journey that I've been talking about for so many years. Very few people know the entire details. Some of you have an idea. Most of you just don't know. So, you just heard the traditional maroon sounds, and from a group of friends called Akwaaba De Drummers. Much respect to my fellow people. And I'm going to do a fuse show today. Music from two different worlds. And because I'm a product of two different types of world, with an interesting story, I want to bring them together in one place with the music. So I'm going to touch on the traditional maroon music from my African background, my African ancestry. And I'm going to touch a bit of classical music from my European background, my European ancestry. Both line of ancestry I am very proud of. I am honored that they combine, and I am here today because they have given me this journey, and this journey for humanity. So I'm very, very, very privileged for that and proud to share that with you. So, where I am, exactly where I am, in this safe space, this church, this is the chapel where my ancestors, or some of my ancestors from the European side of things, are buried. And this exact spot that I have my music on, that I kneel upon in reverence to and for my ancestors. And exactly beneath me is where my great times 4 grandfather lays. Yes. And I'm not kneeling on him in any sort of disrespectable manner or negative manner. I am not standing, but they are upholding, they are lifting me. And though my ancestor, maybe in his time, a very intricate and maybe one could say troubled character, I understand him. And as such, I need him to know and them to know their souls resting in peace. And I bring the joy to them also from the other world. And as such, I have always wanted to combine both worlds together. My African ancestry and my European ancestry. So today, I decided to do it my way. And I'll share it with you all, and it shall be your way. So, my next piece of music to you is gonna be from my European background, and that's how the music is gonna be. from the African and the European. And just enjoy this moment and this safe space with me. That was the ceremonial march of the Turcs, done by Jean-Baptiste Lully. They could pronounce it as Marche pour la Ceremonie des Turcs. So yes, and that is how it's gonna be. And I'm enjoying myself. I feel lifted. And I just wanna share this moment with you. It's rather special for me. And I'm just happy to be here. And this space is a space that I've been visiting for many years now. And I was welcomed with love, open arms, treated very well. And I just want to say thanks to all who have made this possible for me, this journey. It's not an easy one. It wasn't an easy one. Will never be an easy one. But there are beautiful things that comes with it and unfolds along the way. And that's the joy of it. That's the beauty of it. That's the essence of my ancestral journey. Yes, and my European side of ancestor, my great ×4 grandfather, a very prominent figure in his time, still today in his own way, because he has left quite a bit of legacy in many ways, and I am living proof of one of them. And it's a complex relationship at first, when I started to learn a bit more about him and understand a bit more. But as time goes on and the journey unfolds, and I peeled away certain things, not forgetting, some atrocities he's done. But I start to look at the person as an individual, the character, which was interesting. And then from looking at the character, I looked at the institutions that created people like my great ×4 grandfather. I won't mention much or go into details because that's for future conversation with myself and everyone. So yes, I won't forget the female side of things also, my great ×4 grandmother. very intricate, beautiful, and articulative woman. And despite I may not know much in full detail and can go back with her family as far as I can go back with my great times for grandfather, I am happy that they met, you know, and that's the beauty of life. Even sometime out of dire situation, we can find some joy, yeah. And as such, I've always embraced my great times for grandmother and her legacies, yeah. So thanks to both of them. And I'm just honoring all my ancestors who are laid to rest. I continue for their soul to be rest in peace. And the ones who are with me in other forms, they continue to move in peace. I may be alone, but I am never alone. So enjoy the sound frequencies today. My traditional sounds from my African background, and my sounds also from my European background. Yeah.
Say me we good oh, me we good oh, me we good oh, good oh. Say Alana Busha send call me boy. Me we good oh, me we good. Me say Alana Busha send call me boy. Me we good oh, me we good. Me say Alana Busha send call me boy. Me we good oh, me we good. Hey, say me we good oh, good oh.
And that was Deum Symphonie, and done by Musica, Antiqua, Koln. Yep. And before that, again, you heard from Akwaaba De Drummers and Wi Guh Deh. That means I will go there. And I want to elaborate just a little bit on my Maroon people. I can't express my thanks enough for what you've done in liberating my people, in liberating Jamaica, in liberating myself as a person. I am going way back, but still referring the honor and presence of the nowadays community, still, especially in Moortown, Portland, Charlestown, those two communities in particular, and much respect to the others, but these two are where my Maroon connection lies strongly, in the windward side of Jamaica. And I've learned so much as a child coming up from the different persons within that sector I've engaged, from families to friends. And I just want to say especially thanks to the elders who have passed away for giving me that strength, and also my family members who have given me that Maroon strength, courage, and wisdom to move along. Gone but not forgotten, and may you strengthen the ones who are here at present. So yes, my next song is from Akwaaba De Drummers, and this one is True Blood a River.
True blood a river, true blood oh. Me say fi true blood a river, Mariah, true blood oh. Me say Raya Granny da come down and we can't go back. Me say Raya Granny da come down and we can't go back. Say fi true blood a river, Mariah, true blood oh. When you know true blood a river, Maleka, true blood oh. Me say Raya Granny da come down and we can't go back. Me say Raya Granny da come down and we can't go back. Say fi true blood a river, true blood oh. where your granny da come down.
Now we can't go back.
Me say where your granny da come down.
Now we can't go back.
Let me chew a blood in a river.
Chew blood, oh.
Chew a blood in a river.
Chew blood, oh.
Me say where your granny da come down.
Now we can't go back.
Me say we fa take with the rock.
Now we can't
Can't
go
go over. Yes. Oh, take me back to so much memories, so much memories. And yeah, I grew up on this tradition. The dancing was my strong point to this day still, and I keep it as authentic as possible. Yeah, yes. So I'm in a great place, I'm in a great space right now, and I hope I'm sharing that energy with you. Now, sometimes things happen within ourselves and we question it, and sometimes actually it's telling us something. And why I made this statement is that I love the sound of my African drums, my movement, my Caribbean sound, because they are also, you know, African influenced. But I knew I grew up in a musical home, whereas my father exposed me to different style of music, different genres, and I know I come from a musical family, so to say. It's in the genes, and I believe in genetics. And not just that I was exposed to a very eclectic musical sound, but I gravitate towards a lot of stuff, and the classical sound you hear me playing isn't just by chance or just playing it to balance things out. It's stuff I enjoy. So I do have my different taste in different genres. Yep. And I'm happy to share that with you. And as a child coming up, I could feel those things within. And these are the things that made me question who I am, where I'm from, why am I here, how I got here, what is my purpose here. And all these questions I ask, I have found the answers. And that's the beauty of life, the essence of life. And that's the essence in my presence. I know my direction in society. Yes. I have always wanted to fuse my African sounds with my European sounds. And I've thought of a project, I'm thinking of a project regarding a classical musician and an African musician. And I want to do a composition. And that's part of the manifestation to a bit of my journey. But today I've just decided I'm going to play something from one of my favorite artists, my favorite classical artists. And I personally want to drum a little bit of my African sound, my Caribbean sound alongside that. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to share that with you right in the moment. It's nothing practiced or rehearsed. All I know is just that I'm going to play this piece of classical music, which is one of my favorite, and I'm going to go along with some drumming to it. So hence, I brought my drum. So this piece to you is from Vivaldi. Some of you might know. And this is the Max Richter remastered version. And this is from the Four Seasons, and this is Spring. So I'm just going to play Vivaldi Spring and put my own sound to it, my African Caribbean sound, the fusion of worlds coming together. Enjoy. That's my little sound of bringing two worlds together. Hope you enjoyed that as I did. And it was a moment for me to feel like I was in the midst of both my ancestors. So yeah, hope you really enjoy this journey. And there's more to come, many more to come, many more great things to come. And as I say, we are in a dire time. There'll always be dire times, really complex time. But these are the challenges life brings. And again, it's how we respond, my people. Yeah. So before I play my final track, I always ask a question. But the interesting twist to this week's question is that I want you to ask me a question. Yes, I want you to ask me a question. So whatever it is, I am open to your question. So until next time, between time, just enjoy, stay you, stay human, and as always, take the time to be kind to each other. And just a final thank you to all who have made this present moment possible. And since my journey began in 1989 to present, I want to thank all of you who has made this moment present. This moment, I can relax with my ancestors. I can let my great times 4 grandfather know all is well. And I shall relay his story for him. Yes. And my great times 4 grandmother, wherever she may be, they're always with me. All my ancestors are always with me. I give the universe thanks for that. Peace, love, and light to you all and your family circle, and may your blessings continue to pour in abundance. Enjoy the sounds of Dayme Arocena and a track entitled Yemaya.
Yemaya, odo binila ye o Yemaya. Yemaya, odo binila ye o Yemaya. Lewa o yakota ele seke osum. Yemaya, odo binila ye. Yemaya, odo binila ye o Yemaya. Yemaya, Yemaya. Omo